were invited here to Dundalk. The Cardinal Archbishop of Armagh at the time asked them to build a beautiful church for the people. This was post-famine Ireland, and he felt that people's spirit needed to be raised. And I think St. Joseph has always been that place that brings hope and builds community, which indeed is the theme of our renovation appeal. When I was appointed here in 2019, some work was already handed over to me that needed to be done, and one of the things were the benches in the church. So the benches here are original. They're nearly 130 years old, and I suppose over many years they had taken quite a bit of battering. The kneelers were broken and torn, and I suppose people had put varnish on over different years, and that had peeled off, and there was lots of scratchings. So when we began to do this work, and when we had planned to do it, then lockdown came. But we found a way to work around the various openings up, and a company from County Leitrim, Irish Church Seating, a company that really does church seating all over the world, took on the project and did an absolutely beautiful job. So we'll go in and we'll look a little bit more detail at our newly restored pews, so that you get an idea of the workmanship that both went into them 130 years ago, that has been restored, and also indeed of Irish church seating and their workmanship that has brought them back to new. So here in the original pews, every piece of this was disassembled and it was put through a machine to be brought back to its grain. As they were reassembled, the seats were slightly tilted at an angle to make them more comfortable because they were at a 90-degree angle. Here you will see the kneelers. One of the difficulties that we had with the kneelers was that they were fixed in place, so it meant very little room for people to pass through into each other. Also, with social distancing, we now have closed off every second pew, and it means that the Eucharistic ministers can go through these closed off pews to distribute communion. So these were completely redone, and they can tilt up, and as you can see, they've been done to a very high standard. And really, when we look at the detail of the work that originally went into this, all of this over years had just become filled in, and we see that the detailed work, even on the inside of the pews, was a real work of workmanship back in the late 1800s.